You'll wonder why resilience. What are we pushing back against? With your permission, Brother Otim, I want to take us back a little bit. You see, when you're approaching a problem or when you're trying to know the genesis of the problem, going back to history and how we got here, how we got so confused as a country, how we ended up so divided and so oppressed. You realize that we, the oppressed people, whether they're in Lango, in Acholi, in Busoga, in Uganda, in Teso, West Nile, or wherever, you'll find that we've been conditioned to fight among ourselves and ignore our oppressor. We are all victims of circumstances that are created against us. I was sharing with the brothers and sisters in Gulu earlier today, and I told them that we are victims of oppression, victims of violence, and also victims of lies. These are two generations that have been deceived. The generation of our parents, our fathers and mothers, and we, the generation that came after. Now we are the fathers, we are mothers, and some of us have already started being. I really try as much as possible not to talk about the problem or the personification of the problem, which is General Museveni and his dictatorial government. However, because we must face it head on, I painstakingly mention it that this is a person that has confused the country since the days of Idi Amin. We talked about the root cause of the problem, the abductions, and facts keep coming up pointing to the same person. But now that I'm in Lango, I want us to go back a little bit and look in the 1980s. I mentioned to the people of Gulu, which I want to also substantiate here on radio, that the General Kainda Otafire in 2004, when they were burying Adonia Tiberondwa, an ardent UPC supporter, Otafire mentioned that actually Museveni and his people in the 80s, when they were fighting the government of Dr. Milton Obote, they would dress in UPC uniform, go to villages in Buganda and massacre people in order to create hate for the UPC government, which succeeded. Not only hate for the government, but also for the ethnicity. These are things that divided us because this was a game of General Museveni and it succeeded. And indeed, after 1986, I was speaking a few years ago, maybe 2, 3, to an elder in northern Uganda.